This is the song that doesn't end. Yes, it goes on and on, my friend. Some people started singing it, not knowing what it was, and they'll continue singing it forever just because this is the song that doesn't end.
Greetings, everyone. The greatest goblin that ever lived is here again with another installment of the Blugoblin comic book review. Now, this is probably going to be another two-part video because here in part one, I'm going to get even further caught up with back issue reviews, and in part two, I'm finally going to cover books from this week. So, stick around for that. Once again, a special shout out to my friend Jennifer. I love you. Alright, let's get on with the books, shall we? I hope all these books are from last week, so please pardon me if I get one from maybe 2 weeks ago or something, because I'm still trying to get caught up. But let's get started with Amazing Spider-Man number 636, part 3 of the Grim Hunt. Joe Kelly is a fantastic writer. I will not deny that, but it's just this particular issue. It was great. It was great, but a little bit predictable. But it was great nonetheless because it had some great winks and nods to previous Spider-Man stories. It's just that I kind of saw what I saw in here coming. I kind of saw it coming. Didn't really shock me. Surprised me a bit, but didn't shock me. The storytelling is very well done from here. Joe Kelly is fantastic when it comes to Amazing Spider-Man. I probably didn't enjoy this as much as some other people have, and I'm probably aware that there are people out there who hate Grim Hunt. Opinions will vary, and I have to respect that. So, all in all, it was great, yet, for me, a little bit predictable. But it was good. There you go. Red Robin number 14. This is Red Robin versus Robin. Yeah. Fantastic. Good stuff. Red Robin, at times, can be an underrated title in the DC universe. Not much to say about this, except we now know that Tim Drake's got a hidden agenda under his other hidden agenda, and it's great. And unfortunately, Robin, current Robin, Damian, finds out about it, and Tim decides the best way to get through to Robin is to kick his ass. And it's great storytelling, simple yet fun. The artwork a little bit, just a smidge on the cartoony side, but it's good for what it is. There you go. Brightest Day number 5. Once again, this feels slow to me. Yeah, at least the cover is now accurate. Pardon the autofocus there. At least the cover is accurate. It does focus now on Hawkman and Hawkgirl a little bit. And once again, another moment in this particular story that it's about Deadman. Another part of the story which I kind of thought was going to happen, but you know, Jeff Johns and Peter Tomasi write the story to where you think a certain twist would happen, but then again, no, it's not going to happen. I'm not going to spoil it, even though this is from last week. I'm still not going to spoil it. But it's a good read. This was certainly better than issue 4 was, but still, I have to agree with some of the fans who don't like Brightest Day. It is moving along really, really slow. It's not a terrible series, and Jeff Johns is not a terrible writer. It's just that, and Peter Tomasi's no slouch either, but it's just that it's moving a little too slow for me, and it's kind of hard to get excited about a series when it feels like it's just simply there at the moment. Alright. Secret 6 number 23, and this takes place before Secret 6 number 19. Yeah. First thing I noticed is that Gail Simone didn't write this. but Ostrander does a good job in her place. Once again, reminding us how badass the Secret Six is, and fantastic. I loved it. It's just that, you know, John Ostrander is a great writer, yet we only have one issue with it. We have our first issue without Gail Simone on it, and I already miss her. Because, you know, Ostrander does a good job, but I think Gail Simone could have wrote this a little bit better. Of course, that's just my opinion. And, yeah, that's basically all this is. All this is just a reminder to the readers that people shouldn't screw with the Secret Six, and for good reason, because they'll kill you. Good, but it was good, simply good. But then again, it was also great. Batman and Robin number 13. Yeah. How can I best describe this? You know what? Call me crazy, but Grant Morrison actually does a decent job with the storytelling. It's just the artwork. Oh, the artwork gives me a migraine. Oh, it's bad. It's really bad. The artwork was really bad. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, it's nice to see the Joker back in the comic books, but it's just, oh, they could have picked a better artist. I gotta agree with Mark, they could have picked a better artist. The artwork was terrible. Oh, it was terrible. But storytelling-wise, this was good. I actually had fun reading the dialogue, reading the story. It was well told for what it was. Very, very nice. It's just, it gets the score. My rating for that particular book takes a shot because of the crappy artwork. Alright, now, for the pick of the week for last week, goes to Batman Odyssey #1, written and drawn by Neil Adams. For those of you who might not know this by now, Neil Adams is my favorite Batman artist. I don't think anybody can draw Batman better than Neil Adams. There have been some great Batman artists throughout the years that Batman has existed in the comic book world. However, when it comes to artists, when it comes to Batman, I don't think, in my personal opinion, nobody does it better than Neil Adams. And this was so refreshing to me. Sure, some of the dialogue was a bit campy, yet Neil Adams, he is a great writer and a great, great artist. My all-time favorite artist for Batman returns with this series, and fantastic. Just simply fantastic. It felt like old times back when I was a little kid reading Batman books, you know, drawn by Neil Adams. And it's so refreshing to see such beautiful artwork come back to one of the best characters in comic book history. I'm not going to spoil anything about it. I'm not going to say what happens at all in this book. All I'm going to say is, if you are a true Batman fan at heart, if you are a loyal fan to the Batman, then pick this series up, because you can't go wrong with Neil Adams' artwork. That's all I'm going to say, and it was without question. It would have been my pick of the week had I reviewed it the week it came out. Well, that's it for part 1, everybody. Part 2, we're going to be dealing with books from this week, so stick around for that. So until then, I'll see you later.
How do I turn you off? Okay, I get the joke.